Hey y'all, welcome to the vlog. I am Allison Alanna. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button on the way in. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always tuning in. So today is Thursday. And I'm out working. I just did about 2 orders. Ran a quick errand and now I'm grabbing something to eat. I don't know what's so funny, but I was just cracking up. And a second ago, I turned my camera on, and all of a sudden, everybody wanted to start singing their ABCs. So this is just what it is when you vlog around your kids, whatever. So okay, the food appears to still not be ready. So all right, I'll be back in a sec. Whew. All right, so hours have went by. It's been a crazy evening, but this morning I purchased some breakfast from Wendys, and like way later on, maybe about an hour ago, I went to go to the gas station, and even though I wasn't about to use, I had what I was going to use to pay for that, but I noticed when I took out my card case that I didn't have one of my cards in there. And then when I looked around in my car, because I got like a bunch of bags up here right now with diapers, snacks, a bunch of stuff that I picked up earlier for my kids. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's just underneath the bags or something. And no, it was nowhere in here. I looked at my console, underneath my radio, where I sometimes stick my card underneath, wasn't there. So something just told me to call the Wendys and see if I may have left it there. And sure enough, that card was sitting at Wendys since breakfast time. So I was highly irritated about that because I had to cut my shift short, come back on this side of town, which is slow as crap and has nothing to offer, and come down here and pick up my my car. But I'm, on the flip side, very, very grateful that somebody, the cashier gave it to the manager or put it in the office or whatever, because she could have just, you know, did the total opposite of that. So I'm glad that she did the right thing. Excuse me. That she did the right thing by me and my property. So that's one last thing to worry about. I was so frustrated that I couldn't find it, and I just was like, man, the things I be going through, like stuff just always seemed to be so difficult. And I'm just glad that even though it was a setback, you can say, oh, you wasted gas, you wasted time, whatever, but at least it was still around for me to get it back. So I can't complain. I just know to be a little bit more alert, which I usually am, but she was multitasking this morning, and she just didn't hand me my card or my receipt, period. The food, she gave me the food and all that and no receipt. And what was crazy was, after I got my food, I came through the drive-thru when I got my food, but I ended up parking and going inside anyway to go use the bathroom. I came back out, I ate my food in their parking lot, and still didn't realize. I sat there for a while, so I was listening to a training on some things I'm trying to learn for Facebook. Like, it was just so much that I was doing still there, and never once realized that the car was gone. But again, I'm glad that I got it back. So I signed in to work over on this side because I still need $31.88 to meet my goal for today. So I'm gonna try to tough it out, as tired as I am. Just tough it out and make this last $31.88 and take my behind on in, because meeting my financial goal every day is really, really important. Because, I mean, the obvious, right? But, there's so many things going on that I got. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, y'all. I'm really tired. I get up so early, and I'm usually up by like 5, sometimes 5:30, but I'm usually up before 6 o'clock every morning. And you know, what was I ready to say? I forgot that darn fast. Yeah, so it kind of just clicked into my head too, like, you know, God definitely be coming through, you know, because the last thing that I needed was to be losing any money. I mean, at this point in my life, or the way things are in my life in this very moment, I can't even afford to drop a 1 cent, a penny outside, okay? Like that, a penny is a problem for me to lose, you know? Like, if it's different if I'm willingly giving it to someone or something like that, but for me to lose anything right now is a major problem, and just not what I need to be doing. So with that being said, I have to get an oil change, which usually costs me about $100 because they use about 6 quarts, and my truck takes the synthetic blend, so it's like $100 for that, and then I still have to get the brakes finished, which is $461, and I think that is it. So yeah, amongst other things, but I'm just talking about pertaining to the car. But this is kind of like off topic, but something, as things just fall into my spirit, I just speak on them, you know. But there is somebody that how can I put this without saying what okay. So there's somebody that I follow that recently got married, and they were so happy. They were so happy. And for a while they was waiting to be found by their husband, and just living you know, a pure life. A lot of women are okay with being abstinent until marriage, and she was, you know, from what I could see, doing everything right. She has a really good income, a nice car, beautiful home, well decorated, nice things for her and her child. So as usual, my phone cut off in the middle of me saying something somewhat good and informative, but nonetheless, so she has nice things for her and her child. Just overall, a really good life. And they, you know, she recently got married, and I just found out that they filed for divorce, or they're going through a divorce, and that was like 2 months ago. So the marriage barely made it like 6 months, 7 months, you know. It's just, or maybe even 8, I'm not sure. I don't know exactly when they, you know, separated or filed or whatever. But you know, I don't even know where to start from this, but it came to my mind, and it's like, I really want women to be very careful in the partners that they pick, especially when you are highly established, when you are doing really well for yourself, you're bringing in amazing money. I mean, I think this young lady, she probably like 4 years younger than me, but she's getting it. Okay, she making probably definitely a millionaire by now, and making great money in her career. And the guy that she got with, I think he was more like into athletic training or something like that. And I knew all along that he wasn't right for her. Something in my spirit always kind of told me that, but I ignored it. I just, was being, not saying I was being supportive, but just like, just watching and enjoying to seeing her happy and stuff like that. But I always kind of knew something was just off. And I got like more confirmation on that a little bit later. But when you are unequally yoked with somebody, and that doesn't necessarily mean, they always say, oh, you can't date a Baptist if you're Seventh-day Adventist, stuff like that. But it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, y'all have to have the same religion. That's not the only thing that that's talking about. It's also talking about somebody that's on your level. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the reason of the divorce, and I don't care. I don't pry into people's personal business. But when I tell you this hurt my heart, it was on my mind the whole day yesterday. Like, dang, like I just remembered how long she waited for this moment, and she finally got it, only for it to last just a couple of months and be done and over with all over again. That's got to be heartbreaking for her. And I used to remember her saying, she feels as though God put them together. One of her family members has really heavy discernment, and they also gave the approval on the marriage, and so many different things. And it's like, now one has to question, was this really God? Was this really God that was telling her to interject herself, to involve herself in this marriage? Because you have to wonder, like, why would God want you to marry somebody only to be divorced 7 months later, or filing for divorce 7 months later? It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And as somebody who is in that space where they are feeling like they're ready for marriage, I would hate for things to turn out that way for me. For me to feel like I heard God tell me that this was my husband, and to be divorced a few months later. Or to feel like I regret it. I can't stand the guy. He not who I thought he was. He's controlling. I'm starting to feel like he's my child. I gotta take care of him and his kids, if he do have kids. Or, like, he can't properly lead me. He's not really a thorough man of God. He doesn't know the word. He's just not like who I need him to be. Because I mean, I have friends and people that have divorced, and it's hard from what I hear, and it burdens me. I don't know why this is a topic that's, ever since I found out this information, it's just been burdening me. Like, we have to be very, very careful. I really hope she signed a prenup, because the type of money that she getting, it would be crazy for this man to come in her life and just come up over her like that, but nonetheless, I just want to say, be very careful with who you choose to be with, especially with who you choose to marry. Sometimes men are not who you think they are, and they have their personal vendettas to come into your life for a specific reason. Sometimes it's not God telling us something, it's what we want. and we just going with what we want, and because it feel right, we feel like, oh, God put it together, God did this, God did that. But sometimes it's your own motion, it's your own desire, and you rush yourself into something, and you know, it just turns out into a disaster. But like I said, something was telling me the whole time, like she used to just always say things like she was not feeling well, she was depressed, it just doesn't come off like somebody who is a newlywed. Newlyweds be so far up each other's butts, they be happy, they be, you know what I mean, like so much going on with them. They're not so angry, or depression is not, at least from what I would think, you know what I mean, would not be such a heavy factor. But nonetheless, I'm definitely gonna lift her up in my prayers tonight, and I just really want us to, I didn't say a lot because I don't really like to speak on people's business too heavy, but I just felt like this was like a message that needed to be put out there tonight in this vlog. Like, marriage is very sacred. It is not something you rush into. Like I said, I know a lot of women are abstaining. It is not something you rush into just because you want to have sex. It is not something that you should really do on your own. I think marriage, the process of agreeing to marry somebody should really be spent in prayer and fasting. Before they even ask you, you should be, if you're dating somebody, you should be consulting God about them the whole entire time. If you want a peaceful and happy marriage, and one you can actually enjoy off the back and for years to come, that's what I would say do. Because people could jump into marriages all day and all they want, but it's never right if God isn't involved. It's like they be miserable for years, and then by like year 10, year 15, they may finally get it right. And who wants to live their life like that? You know, I wanted to get married and it to be a loving, happy relationship as soon as I'm in it. Not to say, of course, we're not going to have issues. Things aren't going to go wrong. We all know this, right? But I feel like when God is in the midst, and God chose your person for you, it will be a whole lot easier to maneuver, especially if he's a leader. He consults God about you. Like, you got to have a man that has some faith in the Lord and can really, whatever is going on, he ain't going to his friends first, and his mother and all of that. He going to God to pray about it, to ask for direction on how he can lead you, how he can lead the family. What can he do to be a better husband? What can he do to avoid this situation happening again? How can he love you like Christ loved the church? How can he wash you with the water of the word? How can he, you know what I mean? Like, those are things that a true man of God is going to go and consult the Lord about. I just feel like it's just one of those things that you really take your time with, and you do not let, because like I said, you want to have sex, or all your friends are getting married, or because you're lonely, or because you're tired of sleeping in the bed by yourself and you want to roll up and feel somebody on the other side of the bed, because you want a stepdaddy for your kids. Like, none of that. It needs to really be because God has given you every sign you didn't ask for that this man is your husband, and he can lead you, he can protect you, and he can provide for you. So please, if anybody is engaged, if anybody is dating somebody who they're thinking about marrying, please consult the Lord our Father God, because I feel like a divorce is way more painful than a regular breakup. And I know everybody in this watching this video right now done experienced a breakup. You feel me? And it don't be nothing nice. If you really be in love, it don't be nothing nice. Okay, sometimes it could take 2, 3, 4 weeks, even sometimes 3 months to get over a bad breakup. You know, that stuff be hurting. You feel that in the inside, especially if you're a person who, you know, you go off of feelings anyway, and you were a good partner, and you just, you know, you be planning to be with your boyfriend or girlfriend for the rest of your life. Basically, you don't really be thinking about when the breakup gonna happen. You know, you love them, you happy, you want to be with them every day. But I just imagine a divorce being 17 times worse than that. And spare yourself. Just spare yourself. Consult with God on everything. When you see something wrong, please do not ignore it. The red flags are there quite often. This is why you have to put distance between y'all sometimes, so that you can see them, be able to thoroughly examine them on your own, in your own space, where you have the space to think and not be crowded by your relationship. It is very wise to really consider, can this man lead me? Can this man protect me? Can this man provide for me? Does this man study the word of the Lord? Does this man live by the word of the Lord? Is he just like a little fake Christian, or he like really about that life? Is he the type I can trust? Is he going to be loyal to me and not cheat on me? Is he active in the church? Does he give to his community? What type of goals does he have? What is his purpose in life? How does his purpose align with my purpose? When we get together, how can our purposes combine, make a difference in the world? Who are we? What did God create us to do in this union? Because we're coming together for a reason. God sees us fit to not only get into bed with each other, but to do something together for the kingdom. Marriage is a kingdom thing. It's not a worldly thing. God designed marriage. So when he putting two people together, it's for a reason. And so if you don't have the answers to all of those questions, and they're not all good, then you might want to go and consult with God again about what your next step should be. Because yeah, the look on that girl's face just had me aching for her. Like, it's just not even, it's not sweet at all. So with that being said, y'all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Sorry, it wasn't a whole lot of action going on, but your girl got busy. Your girl got a lot of stuff going on, okay? Your girl got a lot of stuff going on. Y'all make sure y'all pray for me when y'all watch this video, because I'm really trying to get my life to look the way that I want it to look. Like, as I've always made it clear on this platform, that I don't want a basic life. I don't want the average things. I want the, you know, what the limitless sky can offer me. You know what I mean? Like, the sky is the limit. I just don't believe in capping myself. So on this journey of trying to create the life that I want, it's wild. It really is wild. But like I always say, nothing about me has ever really been normal. Ever since I can remember myself, it's always just been, yeah, a lot. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. I wish you all well. I was ready to say have a good night's rest, but by the time y'all see this, it will be definitely daytime. And so yeah, I'm feeling a little funny again. I don't know what's up. Like, this little cold came, and it's just been like on and off little issues with me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and supporting. And I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and hit the join button which sits right beside it, so that you can join my exclusive members content for members only. And that's a wrap. I will see y'all in the next video. I'm so sleepy, y'all. Oh, and thank you to LA. I think it was yesterday or the day before. LA sent me $100 cash app. Thank you so much for doing so. Maybe return to you 100-fold, my dear. You guys have no idea how much this means to me when y'all look out, because things have just been crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna go into a whole spill on that, but things have just been crazy. Things have been crazy. And I'm just very appreciative that when I asked, I remember fasting one day, and I just was like, God, I am so tired of this. I am so tired of this. I don't know what kind of upside down chaotic. So of course the phone cut off again. But yeah, I was just saying, I don't know what kind of life this is, God, but I just can't be bothered with it. I really need help. Everybody that's supposed to be helping is somewhere living their best life, not concerning themselves with me. Or most importantly, these kids. So yeah, I just prayed and I just asked God, like, please just send some people to me, God, literally. And I think I verbatim asked, Lord, send some people to me that can cash out me some money, Venmo me some money, Zelle me some money. Like, I think I was very, very specific in that prayer. And I was like, because I need help. Like, I'm trying and I'm not really getting anywhere. Like, I do have an income producing activity, yes, but I have a couple. I have DoorDash, not only DoorDash. I have my own business. I own an online boutique. That's mine. No co-owner, nothing. It is 100% mine. And I built that out, and it's just like, dang, like, I'm not really seeing the money from any angle. Like, what is going on? And I just don't get it even still, because when I think about it, it's like, how come I can't make the money that I get from my supporters? How come I can't make that money in my business? How come, But I did get another financial blessing, which was, of course, becoming monetized on this platform. And then I got offered the bonus on Facebook. So things are definitely coming together, but it seems like my blessings are coming in the digital space. YouTube, Facebook, that's where my blessings are coming in. When I try to apply for jobs, work from home jobs, I never get those jobs. I never hear back. I never get an email, nothing. It seems like the only thing that is going in my favor now is in stuff in the digital space. My boutique is digital, so I'm hoping that that'll be popping off next. But I'm grateful for where I am right now. I definitely believe God put me back on this platform in his perfect timing. And as soon as I came back at that time, when I just obeyed and moved along with what I felt in my spirit around that time, the channel just, it took off in a matter of days. I was monetized in 10 days after I came back on here. Something I couldn't do for the past 12 years that I had been using the platform. I just started praying about things, and I remember the night before I was scheduled to be evicted in May, I just asked God. I was sitting outside in the parking lot like, hey, just breathe your breath on my YouTube channel. I wasn't even thinking about like the money, or I just wanted to grow something, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just wanted to grow my platform. And when I asked that, it just was like, wow, it just happened, you know. So yeah, so that's that on that, because I've been trying to get off this vlog for quite some time. But again, thank you to my subscriber initials LA for the $100 cash app. I heavily appreciate it. And you guys take care.